Do you have anything in the pipeline?
Right now I just dropped a single and I'm working on more singles and possibly an EP. Yeah.
You're always putting other artists on. Who are some Zambian artists, new or who've been in the game for a while, that you're currently looking at?
All right, so I'm not gonna put them. It's not like it's like 1, 2, 3 or this is the best or whatever. But I have my eye on Mordecai. He's a very talented boy, and I came across one of his songs, like a video of him doing a song when he was a little boy. And when I heard it from the other side, I was like, wow, that's a very talented boy. And then when I saw the video, it was actually him. And then now he's making all the waves. I definitely have an eye on him, and he's definitely going far. Another person I have an eye on, I've always had an eye on, is Cleo Ice Queen. She's a sister, she's a best friend. She's strong, she's worked hard, still working hard, still getting better, getting greater. Another person I would say is Mampi Queen Diva, also a sister, very strong, working hard, legendary statuses, and this makes both my girls, so I always have an eye on them and they keep inspiring me more and more. Another person I would say is Vincenzo. I've been working with him. I feel he's a highly talented, and the fact that his music is different, and so that inspires me a lot. So these are the people. There's more actually, so whoever's watching, you shouldn't feel like I scratched your name out, but definitely, like, on the top of my head right now, these are the ones, but I have 100 more otherwise that I have my eye on.
If you weren't doing hip-hop, what genre of music would you be in?
If I was not doing hip-hop, what genre of music would I be in? Jeez, I've never really thought of that, eh? Maybe opera? Can you imagine me singing that loud, like opening my mouth? Stop.
If you could only listen to 3 artists for the rest of your life, who would they be?
Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne.
That's it?
Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne.
You'd be good, just Lil Wayne for the rest of your life.
Lil Wayne. Yeah.
What's the biggest misconception people have about you?
The biggest misconception people have about me is that I'm stuck up. Yeah. I think I'm really stuck up. And then when you get to know me, I'm actually not that person. I'm totally nothing close to stuck up, actually. But obviously, if you push me, I'll get pissed off. But a lot of people think I'm so gangster, I'm so cold-hearted, I'm full of myself. But then, honestly, when they get to know me, I'm just a crazy human being, down to earth. I love to love. I'm a lover, not a fighter. All those things, yeah. I think just because when you're a rapper and they hear my deep voice, they think she's just ready to blow guns out and, guns blazing everywhere. But actually, I'm a lover. Yeah.
What interview questions are you tired of hearing?
What interview questions am I tired of hearing? Please, if you're watching this, how did you come up with the name Bombshell? I think even everything shuts down in my heart, my body, my cells will just start shutting down. How did you come up with the name Bombshell? What are the questions? Okay, I think that one kills it. How did you come up with the name Bombshell? Yeah.
You've opened up your life to the public with a reality TV show. How has that experience been?
Well, before, I was very skeptical about putting my life out there to the public. I was always choosy on what I show, and I showed mostly the public about Bombshell. I never showed them Walia. But I feel after I became a mother, I experienced postnatal depression. And I felt like there's a lot of people out there that are suffering from postnatal depression, especially with the education I got to learn about it, how people can actually suffer from postnatal depression for 30 years and not know about it. I thought when I was offered to be on a reality show, I felt that was my chance to actually come out there and show them my mother's side, my Walia side as being a mother, and discuss more about postnatal depression. And since then, to be honest, there's been so many women that have reached out. Apart from postnatal depression, I'm very big on teenage pregnancy because I have a sister that got pregnant at teenage age. Those are all things that really affect me strongly, and I'm so strong about them. So I felt reality show could actually show that side of my life and have my fans even relate to me on a closer basis, to realize that I'm actually also human. I get falls, I get sad, I get depressed. I go through everything that humans go through because I'm human first before anything. So being in a reality show has actually gotten me closer to my fans, and that I really appreciate. I love that because I do everything for them.
So you're constantly on the go with music and several other projects. How do you prioritize your physical and mental health?
Mental health to me is a big deal. Like I just mentioned, I went through postnatal depression. So that is definitely depression. So mental health is a big deal for me. I always find time to do things that I love. I always find time to spend time with the people that I love. I always find time to actually go for therapy. It's very important. If somebody cannot afford therapy, talk to somebody you can be open to, because mental health is a disease I would never want to wish on nobody. It's different like when it comes to sicknesses like malaria, toothache, period pains or whatever. You just pop a painkiller and it's gone. But stuff like mental health, it's something that will eat you up as long as you don't talk. So mental health to me is a very big deal. I always find time to see my therapist, to see my God people, like people who are going to lead me to God and guide me more, teach me more about God's word. So that's how I do it. I'm not going to say there's a Tuesday, there's a Wednesday, but whatever time I get, I make sure that I try my level best to see a therapist or talk to people that are going to lead me on my road to redemption, knowing God better and knowing God. Church.
What's your favorite way to unwind?
What is my favorite way to unwind? Ish, I think I have a lot, eh? Okay, the one I have is crazy. I don't want to say it. No. This is not a reality show. I feel like I'm in diary session right now. But then anyway, no, the one I have is crazy. Let me think of something else. I'll go on a vacation, nature, downtime, with my man, watching movies with him in bed. I love that. Netflix, DSTV, yes.
Speaking of Netflix, what's the last show?
The last show I binge watched on Netflix. Geez, I'm so bad with names, hey? But recently they were celebrating hip hop, so there's been a show that they've been showing about female rappers. I've been binge watching that one. I'm just bad with names. Yeah.
What popular foods do you think are overrated?
Popular foods that are overrated. Can I say fruits? Strawberries are seriously overrated. I've tried so many times. They're just overrated. Strawberries. I feel like things like masuku should be given more credit. Masuku tastes better than strawberries. But I don't know if it's the color. I don't know. But masuku, vitunguza, that's like African cucumber. Vitunguza should be given credit too. You know what I mean? Like, why are strawberries given so much credit? Overrated. Mm-hmm.
What's a secret talent that you have that would surprise people?
Oh my God, I thought of something crazy, but secret talent. But that would surprise people. I can plait hair. Yeah, with my long nails. I can do cornrows and all that stuff. Yes.
What compliment do you get the most?
What compliment do I get the most? About my voice, I think. And what's funny is before people used to make fun of my voice, saying I sound like I'm speaking in a drum, but then now I get so complimented over my voice. It's funny. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's the last thing that made you cry tears of joy?
The last thing that made me cry tears of joy. Ish. Tears of joy. Well, My daughter graduating to go into grade 1. Yeah.
What's the most interesting thing in your bag right now?
I think the most interesting thing in my bag right now is my black card. My wallet.
So not called definitely.
Wow, stand big.
Bank of America. What do you think can be done differently to grow the music industry in Zambia?
What do I feel could be done differently to grow the industry in Zambia? I feel unity. I feel like a lot of our artists are not united. Like, we are really not united. Let me not say artists. Let me say we are not united. I feel like we're fighting for scrap paper when we should be putting that scrap paper together, maybe making a house or a boat or something. But it's like everyone is trying to fight for the first spot or to be the best or the greatest, when we should be actually uniting ourselves so that we could put our country on the map music wise. So I feel unity is lacking, and if unity could come, if we could be united as artists, would definitely make a difference in the music industry.